Welcome. Maybe you've worked in this field for some time and you are used to doing a lot of paperwork, or you may be new to the field, in which case there's a lot of documentation we do. You'll be happy to know that this system will reduce some of the paperwork and put most of what you document all in one place. Using Therp, you can add daily progress notes, document shift happenings, staff communication logs. Use general event reports to report incidents and significant events that you observe or discover. Communicate using secure communication messages with coworkers and staff at your agency. Enter medication passes using medication administration records, or look up detailed information about instructions, allergies, or medication side effects. Check in and out using attendance or scheduling to note when a service started or completed. Document goals that you worked on with an individual or they completed independently. Therp gives you so many tools to enter notes and data and generating reports or tracking that data, quick and easy. What's great is that you can share your information without having to go to another site to enter or view data, so supervisors, nurses, members of the team can access the information from anywhere. First, you need to know how to get into Therp. Because Therp is a web-based program, all you need to access it is an internet connection and an internet-connected device. Your smartphone, a laptop, or desktop, for instance. You'll first need to open up an internet browser like Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, or Firefox on your computer. Once you have that open, type www.therpservices.net into the address bar. This is the Therp website. It's a good idea to bookmark this page or add it to your favorites, which many agencies would do on the computers you'll use. This is where you can find a lot of great information on all of the modules available in Therp for managing documentation and communication, as well as helpful training resources and tools through help and support and information on updates and upcoming events. You're going to click Secure Login in the upper right to get into Therp and start your documentation. Your login page reminds you about upcoming webinars or new release notes you may find helpful, but we're going to use the login box to get into Therp. You'll need your login name, password, and provider code to get started. If you do not know this information or are having trouble logging in, you must speak to your provider administrator at your agency. Therp support cannot help reset your password or give out any login details. Your provider administrator at your agency handles all password resets, login name, and provider code reminders. If you're not sure who that is, ask your immediate supervisor at your agency. When you log into Therp, you may see a couple of messages, either from your agency or from Therp, about upcoming downtime when there's a new release. You also may see messages from your agency. Some of these you have to acknowledge by clicking Agree if you want to move forward and use Therp. This may be a policy statement or usage agreement your agency requires you to sign off before using Therp. Clicking Disagree will take you back to the login screen. If you disagree, you'll need to consult with a supervisor. Other messages from your agency that aren't policy sign-off agreements will notify you of upcoming events or agency communication. You have the option to click the Do Not Show This Message Again box if you do not want to see this message the next time you log in. There may be multiple messages here, indicated at the bottom of the message. You can click the blue arrow to display that next message. Click Dashboard to then go to your Therp dashboard. Your dashboard contains pertinent information about the individuals you work with. This is where you can select what you want to document or review using the tabs on your left side and selecting the appropriate module from the center list. You can access health-related documentation using the Health tab. You can enter individual goals or data and service plans from the Individual tab. And you can complete billing tasks like attendance using the Billing tab. The To-Do tab is a central feature of Therap that informs you of new documentation that has been recently entered and needs your action, whether to review, complete, or acknowledge that entry. This comes in the forms of numbers, letting you know how many entries need your action. To help manage this, these numbers are prioritized as high, medium, or low notification level. When you complete the action, such as reading a daily note, that number goes down. When a coworker writes a new daily note, that number ticks back up. When you navigate in Therap, the top of your screen has Therap logo and a link to your dashboard next to it. Click either the logo or dashboard to return to that home screen, which we'll always refer to as your dashboard. On your dashboard, you have quick links to commonly used modules. When you're in one of these modules, those links are available in the menu at the top right of your page. You also have a logout in the upper right, which you want to use anytime you're finished using Therap or stepping away from a shared computer screen. You should always see your name in the upper right. If you're on the dashboard, you'll see your name and title and company name, but within a module, you'll see your name and provider code. And this is a clickable link to view your profile or switch the program you're working with. You have a small box near the top of your dashboard where you can switch your profile or change program if you work at multiple sites or have a large caseload and want to narrow down what you see when you're viewing your To-Do tab. You also have a search bar to quickly search for a module rather than trying to locate it on a larger tab. The right column begins with a box titled Issue Tracking. This is where you can review any feedback, questions, or revisit chats you've had with Therap customer support. Beneath that is Secure Communications, where you can send messages to coworkers. You may have more boxes in this right column, and you have more or less modules listed on your Individual tab or your To-Do tab, or even more tabs when viewing your Therap screen. Your provider administrator at your agency sets which features you'll use when accessing Therap, along with which individuals you can view or document. Remember that because you may work at the same agency, you may not have the same access. My supervisor may have a lot more access on their duties, and someone working at another facility would not need access to records at my worksite. Before we finish, there are icons located at the bottom of the screen when logged into the system. These are supports available to you, including our Help and Support page where you can search, view user guides on modules for step-by-step instructions, feedback for you to contact Therap with a question, suggestion, or problem, a link back to the website, and live help where you can chat with a Therap support professional. If you're lost in what to do, these support tools are a valuable resource to help resolve your problem. This is all for the overview. I hope this has been helpful. Remember, you can check out some of our other training courses and videos to learn more about how to use Therap modules.